It's NappyVereen. What I want to talk about today. Story I've been needing to get off my chest for a while. That is the time that my name was brought up in a murder. Might sound crazy. It's crazy looking at it now, but back then it was serious. And how I want to start the story off is basically I used to live in these apartment complexes. Me and my fiance at the time, my first baby mama, um, and this was our second apartment complex. We used to live down there in the basement part. And basically, let me just cut to the story real quick because I know a lot of people don't have a long attention span and whatnot. But um, so my fiance, baby mama, or whatever at the time, she had a restraining order on me, the first restraining order she had on me, and but I didn't want to miss my daughter's first birthday and her picture. So we went over our Kent State campus, and at the time, Stacy Zoll was our photographer, and so we did the photo shoot there, and I broke my restraining order because I didn't want to miss my daughter's pictures and whatnot. So this was during the weekend, and uh, so then I go to work on, I think it was Monday. I think it was a Monday or Tuesday or something like that, but I think it was a Monday, to be honest with you. I'll go to work at Ag Press, then all of a sudden these detectives, one of the ladies up front comes by. She was like, Brian, there's some detectives here to talk to you. And the first thing that went in my head, I was like, fuck. I was like, she set me up. She set me up. I went for my daughter's first year pictures, and she called and probably said that I violated a restraining order. And so I walk up to the front. I was expected to get arrested at my job, and there was these detectives, and they were like, "Hey, do you know this guy?" And they showed me pictures of him, and I never knew his name, but now I know his name is Kevin Cochran, and this was in 2011. Cochran, and he's like a retired Army vet, something like that. And I was like, "Yeah, I know the guy." I was like, "He actually lives right above me." And they're like, "Well, your name was well, he was murdered or something like that. He got life flighted and murdered, and he got life flighted in Aggieville, and your name was brought up in it." And my heart stopped. I'm like, "You got to be fucking with me!" Like I thought that they came here to talk to me about violating a restraining order or whatever, but they're talking to me about a murder. And I told them, I was like, "Man, honestly, I don't like the fool. I didn't like the guy or whatever." I told them straight up like that. I was like, "I didn't like the guy, but I would never push it to an extent of a murder." And when they were like, "Well, their girlfriend said that you never liked him and all this stuff," I was like, "Yeah, I didn't like him." I was like, "He gave me plenty of reason not to like him." And here we are at this apartment complex where it all started because me and my fiance at the time, we used to live in the basement apartment. And then he lived literally right above me. And then what made me not like him, he always gave me a weird vibe. But not only that, is that I got dropped off at over here in the alley early, like it was like before lunchtime or something like that. I had an appointment, uh, and when I was walking to my car, this fool was sitting out on the porch where I'm sitting at right now, smoking a cigarette, and he thought I was at work because my car was right there, but he didn't see me for a while, and I saw him go down there and try to look in the basement window, which is the kitchen and whatnot. And then so I unlocked my car door because he didn't see me, and then I shut it. He looked at me, ran back into the house real quick. That gave me enough reason. Plus, he always gave me a weird vibe. But in order to murder somebody, no. And for your name to be brought up and some shit like that, that's crazy. But yeah, Kevin Cochran. This was in 2011, Manhattan, Kansas, and come to find out, two of the people that were involved in that were actually two people that I went to school with, which is crazy. But and then another thing to add on to that, like right after everything was settled out and they found out who did it, I lived. His girl still lived above me, and she was talking to the girl that lived in this apartment complex over here because this is a four apartment complex, four room apartment complex, and they were sitting here smoking cigarettes, talking or whatever, and this was after he died, and I went downstairs and I put my stuff up after work, and then I came back up because it was bothering me. Whenever something's bothering me, I got to get it off my chest, just like I'm doing with this video, and I went up to his girlfriend. I was like, "So you thought I killed your boyfriend?" And like she just went ballistic, like was going off and went in the house. And the girl that was stayed out here, she's like, "Dude, you didn't have to ask her that." I was like, "Yeah, but my name was brought up as some shit that could have got my life fucked up." She was like, "I understand that, but you got to understand that she just went through this and they found out who did it or whatever." And I think like within that week she moved back to Wichita. But yeah, That was a crazy experience for me because I violated a restraining order, which I didn't even need to be on that restraining order, you know, which that'll be for another story. But yeah, for her and for my name to be brought up and some stuff like that, this is just crazy. But you know, I'm glad they found out who did it, and my name was cleared. But still, to go through something like that, and also just found out that this is now an Airbnb. It's no longer a 4 bedroom apartment complex or a 4 room, however you explain that. But yeah, but had to get that off my chest. NappyVereen, should the brands and tattoos be official. No fake excuse, face the truth, taste proof. I'll see y'all go. I'm out of here.